cabbage, carrots, and potatoes.
Ah! Well, that's pretty serious.
You are not good enough for this soup.
No soup for you.
Have a go.
Hey everyone, my name's Xavier and welcome to the Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut. Link in the description for a whole bunch more information on this game, but thank you very much to inXile Entertainment for sponsoring this series because I am finding myself absolutely loving this game. In a couple of minutes we'll jump into some edited gameplay, but before we do, let's take a look at what the Director's Cut offers, and how we set up our playthrough, and also our general impressions of the game so far. So Bard's Tale feels like a classic D&D party and dungeon exploring RPG. It was released about a year ago this month, and since then it's gone through quite a bit of improvement, balancing, pacing, performance, all that stuff. And now we're left with this definitive edition, the Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut. Everyone who owns Bard's Tale 4 gets the Director's Cut for free, and also they included about 4 new hours of late-game content, as well as a new dungeon and a bunch of new enemies. There's some fancy new dwarven weapons, some new master tier crafted items, and my personal favorite, a new tier of difficulty, Legendary. So we haven't played this game before, but starting out on Legendary felt absolutely perfect for both Bravowulf and myself. The battles are definitely challenging. Occasionally we had to reload and learn from our defeats, but not so much that it was frustrating. I think that would be the case for most of you guys if, like us, you have experience playing a lot of the old classic role-playing games from like the late 90s or early 2000s. Speaking of which, this game can really prompt some nostalgic feelings. It feels just like you're back in the quote-unquote good old days of RPG gaming. Back when technical limitations were made irrelevant by imaginative mechanics and memorable storytelling and characters. And if you fancy tactical combat more than anything else, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Because this game definitely has a deep, rewarding, and most importantly, satisfying tactical combat experience. Also, a truly fantastic soundtrack, which you guys can hear right now.
And fought from dawn to dawn, though we did win too many kin, gave life to see them gone.
Find myself just listening to the soundtrack in the background for hours on end. Regardless, let's jump into the gameplay now, and I hope you guys enjoy watching this just as much as we enjoyed playing this game. Alright, let's start and pick a difficulty.
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather we didn't.
Legendary it is. And everything else we'll just leave as designed.
The song I sing will tell the tale of a cold and wintry day, of castle walls and torchlit halls, and a price men had to pay. When evil fled and brave men bled, the Dark One came to stay, till men of old, for blood and gold, had rescued Skara Brae.
Okay, I need to point out how unbelievably campy that was, and how it just reminds me of playing Dungeons & Dragons as a kid, sitting around a table.
Do you feel pity, friends, when you look upon these wretches? Well, wash it from your hearts. For these are the villains who seek to turn Skara Brae into a pit of depravity.
And this is pretty much how it always goes. Something goes wrong, and everyone looking or even behaving slightly out of line is going to pay the complete price for it. On the plus note, it's a game world, so we can set things straight ourselves. Poor man's didn't deserve it. Anyways, let's explore. Is this a female? Or is it just a really skinny boy? This guy... He's rotund. Look at the little mouse. Look at him playing. Mouse in the house, friends. Wow, look at that window. My God. That smile, though. All right, let's be clear about something. This guy is the key to victory in this world.
Aye. Cabbage, carrots, and potatoes.
If we can unlock the meaning of this, either A, we get a super famed sword, or B, an epic side quest of enormous importance.
Aye.
Confirmed!
Cabbage.
There's a whole bunch of herbs and things to collect by smashing barrels and boxes everywhere. I'm pretty sure we're going to edit out most of this in the future, but just so you guys get an idea that there's a whole bunch of easy collecting here and there. Unlike most games, at least it's kind of satisfying, though, because you get to smash the barrels. Oh, hello. Well, that's pretty serious.
Come here for soup, have you? Well, soup is not an adequate description for what you'll be getting.
This is like a modern day, like, sleazy car salesman, but just back then selling soup.
No. On consideration, you are not good enough for this soup.
No soup for you! I don't know, for the limited art budget, I feel like this is, it's a pretty good-looking game.
Oh, that's a bad business. And no mistake.
Alright, let's start playing.
I don't understand.
This guy here is Rabbi, leader of the Adventurers Guild. He's gonna join us and show us the ropes around town, kickstarting the story with yet another trope about the player being the only one who can save the world.
And we need you. You're gonna save Skara Brae.
It's almost like I've played an RPG before.
There were more folk killed last night. Some great beast, they said.
And again, they blame us for it.
What I just saw at Henrod's hanging tree was the last straw. We have to...
Did you hear that?
The song of the maiden. What does it foretell this time?
Arrest the heretics! Burn this den of evil to the ground!
This way, hero! Hurry!
And now we can either keep the default character, or we can make our own. Okay, that's a little over the top. Anywho's, I'm going to be a bard, because just like in real life, I fancy myself a true bard. The first character I ever made in playing D&D as a kid was a bard, because I just couldn't decide on anything else, and I wanted to have every opportunity, and then some 20-odd years later, I realized that's exactly what I was in real life, essentially. It's like a bard. I'm gonna play a combat bard with an axe and drums and this Einar temper. So like a really angry, ferocious, like, bard of fighting.
Come forward and die! Is that your face? Or are you walking backwards?
Perfect. Here we go. This is the line. War chanter. Novice. So I'm going to play drums. And stance. Any enemy who strikes you or the protected allies at your side with a melee attack takes 2 physical and is set on fire. Okay, I'm going to play aggressively. Going for axe spec. So I can kill guys before they hit. And the leather armor, because I found that hat. Ah, there we go. Not bad.
Oh, we made it. What a nightmare, eh? Come on. We've got to get to the old guild and figure a way to protect ourselves. The Adventurers Guild from back before the old town was buried is still here after all these years. Just a little filthier and liable to collapse. At least it's well hidden. No danger of another visit from the Fatherlands. Come on. We're looking for a green door.
Fatherites are apparently those mean paladin guys who are trying to kill all of us. Yes, the quintessential overbearing bullies. You know what this reminds me of? I don't know if you've ever been there. It's like Disney World, like cheap, not cheap, but like rides at an amusement park like Disney World. This feels exactly, literally like something you'd walk into, and it would look just like this.
Hold on, hero. You'd better touch that luckstone. Luckstone there. Now you're safe. No matter what.
So you can use the option to save
come
at any
right
time,
back to here.
but the game is intended to be played with limited saving ability to supply tension. So we need to find these luck stones to save our progress. And now we run around looting and solving puzzles for a bit. There you go. I have now showed you how not to solve puzzles. An empty space behind the block certainly helps. So these things here are optional. You can go to the In Exiled page and look at the Celestial Wheel, where you need to find the constellation you see here, and then it will show you a number. And then in the guild, you will find the Adventurer's Almanac, which is basically like a catalog of those numbers. You match them up, put the item in, and voila, you get a bonus, but it's completely optional.
Who are these jokers? Adventurers?
Bide a moment. Don't think these are any friends of ours. No, they're up to mischief. We'll have to fight them, I fear.
Yes, the first fight. After, of course, we loot this 2 gold.
Coming for you.
Lumbering Strike. 6 physical damage to first enemy in range. Chop. Can I actually do both of these? Is that a serious thing? Let's see. Oh boy. Oh, it's a channel. Okay, so what's going to happen is he's going to come up, hit us. Oh wait, I'm not in the stance to set him on fire. Never mind.
Give me your best shot.
Oh boy. The combat feels so visceral. It feels good. It just feels really good.
Kill for the masters. What masters, I wonder?
That's so weird.
Maybe those rogues were carrying something to burn down these boats. What did you find on them?
So the weird dragon egg handy grabbies are apparently used to burn your way into new areas. More fight!
Adventurers.
Let's start channeling the Axe Strike.
On your word.
And Rabbi can take one of these guys down, no problem. And then we'll see what they do.
Would you weep?
Oh my god, that axe is incredible. Whoo, that just looks so good.
Get over there! Have a go at this! Have a go at this!
Have a go! Alrighty then. Don't mind if I do.
That was a nasty scrap. Let's see to our wounds.
Oh my lord. Ooh. Leather armor. Good thing I did get my training in leather then. I'm just gonna be kind of the tank. Or a tank bard. It's a little bit weird, but whatever. Oh. Move maybe used twice in a turn? Very interesting. This is exactly what I want to do. It's going to fulfill my childhood fantasies of like dancing around, distracting a million guys, singing and screaming. We might want to mention something about there being a healthy crafting system in the game too.
More troublemakers.
Aye. Looks like we can't avoid
There
it.
they are.
What?
Get him, you
I
slobs.
didn't heal specifically because I didn't think they'd get the jump on me.
Come back here, you start.
I'll give you a free one.
Wow. Never ye mind, friends. One character is all we need.
Oh!
Let me just... Pardon.
Enemies can only move one tile, and that's why this guy couldn't attack here.
Stepping by.
No bother. Yeah, and I just saved that amazing food with 20 health.
There's another luck stone.
So this one's a different kind of saving stone.
Safe than sorry, I always
You can either save it, save your game here, or consume it to boost experience without saving. But either way, it's going to heal your party to full.
You fools! You let them scatter. Now we shall have to drag them out again. The people must see what a danger these outcasts are. Find them! Find them!
Didn't he say in the very beginning that we don't have to worry about these guys down here?
More paladins. Can't let them spot us. Edge left and stick to the shadows. The Adventurers Guild is just around the corner.
You want to run? Where's the fun in that?
It's literally as if they made this voice pack just for me. It's perfect. But yeah, when an enemy group is red, you really don't want to be fighting them. I don't even think they're possible.
What is that?
One eye, one leg, one arm. Is it a Fashan? I've sung songs about them, but I never thought I'd see one.
Does it bleed, do you think?
Oh my.
I know the odds are against us, but there's still a
It's so disgusting!
Here, let me just... Stepping by.
On the side.
That's the channeled attack avoided right there. But the Talon Strike freaking hurts!
Ready. Pardon.
That didn't work. Well, we avoided its channel, and it avoided ours. All's fair in channel wars, as they say. Oh no, not me again! Sometimes it seems you can hide low hit point characters in the back row, at least against melee enemies. Yeah, like right here, he could only attack one tile and hits Rabi instead.
Here.
Rabi just broke his channeling there with the mental attack, so he tries again the next turn.
Stepping by.
Let's do something.
Yeah, splitting up was a mistake here. I should have used Rabi as cover again. Yeah, as you can see. It's alright though. Rabi will take care of the situation. There we go. That was a pretty good learning experience.
Don't go looking for trouble.
Who doesn't go looking for trouble in games like this? They're literally trouble-looking simulators.
Eh?
Aye?
What do you want?
This is where the people fleeing the Paladins came, and the Adventurers Guild is right around the corner. So we'll just explore here for a bit. So there's monsters and monstrous occurrences terrorizing Fettercairn and Camnag, and more. And in those towns, as here, the Paladins are quick to place blame upon adventurers and the old races.
Poor folk.
Halifax has some
every
weapons
day.
to sell.
Where are we going to fit them all? Have a look.
But we can afford nothing. So for now, it's just window shopping for us and dreaming for the future.
Thanks for looking.
He's so happy we looked at his wares. Delicious hearty stews. Farmer Killip. The secret.
Aye? Cabbage? Carrots? Potatoes? Cabbage? Carrots? And potatoes.
We'll unlock your secrets yet, Farmer Killip.
Aye.
And then there's Mary here, who has musical instruments on offer.
Not you who have started it. Please.
So we're going to buy this war drum, increasing our constitution by 1, 3 intelligence, and Kale's Rudiment also stuns attackers. So when people attack me, they'll get lit on fire, take 3 damage, and get stunned. Which is crazy. Voila.
Do not fear me, friends. I beg you. Yes.
Father Wilfred here talks a lot, and his voice actor is fantastic, but we really don't have time to listen to all of this, so here we go!
Bless you, friends.
Here we are. I told Orlo not to let anybody in who didn't give him the Wildland whistle. Give it a try.
That's the tune! Welcome, friend. Hello.
1 minute. I gotta make a little speech. And this time, I hope we won't be interrupted. All friends, lend me your ears a moment. Well, friends, seems the Fatherites have decided to wipe us adventurers out once and for all. Not sure if they really think we're behind all the murder and mayhem that's been plaguing Skara, Brae, or if they just want a scapegoat. But either way, if we ever want to live in peace again, we have to prove to those bastard sword priests that we're not the enemy. And the best way to do that is to bring them the enemy. Now, I'm sending messengers to the elves and dwarves to petition their help in this. That help, however, may be long in coming. So we need a few brave souls here and now, willing to hunt down whoever's behind this terror and deliver them to the priests. Not just to save Skara Brae, not just to save the Adventurers Guild, but to save the lives of all the elves, dwarves, trow, adventurers, outcasts, and practitioners of magic in Caith. So, any volunteers? Well, you know where I'll be when you make up your mind. Ah, I knew you'd come forward, hero.
Yes, I'm a very heroic lad, aren't I?
Seems the raid on the Adventurers Guild was just one attack among many today. There's atrocities happening all over Skara Brae. And Dalgleish, Ringneck, and the Green Lady, who you met during the fighting, have gone to look into some of them. I promised I'd send help if I could find any. Would you look for them and give them a hand?
Time to level a party in the party-based game. First, though, we've got to do a little level up. Bit of strength here for more damage on the primary character, I think. There seems to be some good loot guaranteed in these crates right behind them, so don't forget to check that. Like this here helmet, which is a pretty nice upgrade. even though I already have about 6.
If you want something, spit it out. No time for any hemming and hawing.
Once we get mercenary tokens, we'll be able to recruit mercenaries to fill out the squad. That's quite a ways away, though. First, we just need to get the main story characters.
Ah, another weary soul.
Bridget over here has a couple of fancy cooking recipes. So, of course, naturally, after we save the world, we can kick back on the beach eating sandwiches and tropical drinks, of course. But first, some sleuthing in the basement. This looks like a lot like Amelia Clark. Kind of a drunken Amelia Clark if she was poor and a beggar who lived underground. So Brian Fargo is the name of the, I think it's executive director for this and Wasteland series, and Farron Brago, for those of you who don't know, I think he used that in the original Wasteland game like 20-something years ago. Fare ye well, drunken Amelia Clark. Up here is that almanac catalog thingy for the bonus stuff, if you're so inclined. And a shrine for upgrading elven weapons once we get some, but for now, nothing to do with what we're up to.
Welcome to Roscoe's.
And Roscoe over here sells some mage equipment if you go with a mage, but we have no use for that. In any event, time to save and continue the adventure. Ooh, a free experience stone. Yoink! The heck is this? Ooh, he done be a biggin', boys! We'll just sneak past for now. Of course, yoinking the herbs. Greed's always #1. Never ye forget.
This isn't a battle, you barmy bastards. It's suicide.
Yeah, my endgame character seems to have a good idea what he's talking about here. Ooh, a puzzle. Bam! First try. Yep, definitely needed more helmets. Aha! We fight!
Your story ends here.
More rumpus wigglers, it seems. All right. So Chop is executed immediately, and then Lumbering Strike is channeled until the end of the turn. The enemy's turn. Flawless victory. All right, now for a hard puzzle. Genius at work, boys. We found a ring neck in this small trow enclave.
Oh, who's that? Ah, you must be the one Rabbit promised to send. Am I glad to see you? Some kin of mine have been kidnapped and I could use some help finding them.
All right, we're off.
Well, thanks for giving me a hand. Cully said they was taken near Sinister Street. Let's head that way.
All right, we'll do that, but first, I need some bones.
Hmm?
Don't ask why. I just really need some bones.
What's that?
Heretics, attack!
What do we wait for?
Yeah, so we may have run head first into some red enemies.
Out of my way!
Whoopsie daisy! And now I gotta redo, like, quite a bit, but of course, we can edit that. This is a good opportunity, though, to point out how critical those save stone locations are and your management of them.
Thanks for giving me a hand. Cully's... Stop a minute. There's an old trow cache round here somewhere.
When you see the eye mark, play the flute, then look for the stone, and collect your loot. Then on these little spots, you can throw up a grappling hook to go up or down.
They've gone into Skara Brae above. Dangerous ground for a trow these days. We best be careful.
It may have taken me approximately 5 tries to find the first stone, but that's only because I was standing completely on top of it and couldn't see it.
Who wants an easy fight? Where's the challenge in that?
Here's my plan to kill those guys. The orange guys, there's like 7 of them. I'm gonna learn chainmail and buy the chainmail hauberk. Chainmail armor. Chainmail armor. Yoink. This is a huge upgrade at this stage of the game. 11 con, an intelligence, and a strength. It's a lot of hit points. Well, sneaky sneak. Oh, it didn't work. I messed up the hide and shadows ability here. When you're using it in real time, it only lasts for a few seconds. So just keep that in mind. Should have used it then attacked for the sneak attack. Okay, this time, chug. Bards gain their spell points from drinking, where wizards gain them from actions. I'm gonna throw this up. Stance 6 physical. Anyone who attacks me, and they're set on fire. Amazing. Plus, it's also amazing. But we just need to do as much damage as possible. Free hide in shadows.
What should I do?
8 physical. Yoink! I could easily kill that guy with retribution, so arrow. When I said easy, I was wrong. Because I didn't have the points. However, he'll burn. I don't like how I can't protect him from arrows, interestingly enough. Trow's advantage is their racial specialty. Once per turn, when you get a kill, you can get 1 opportunity point refunded. Look at these little dogs. 2 spell. This is the first time I fought one of these guys. 2 spell points, some kind of buff. Reckless. Character is compelled to attack each turn if possible, ignoring any negative status effects that may be subject to. Interesting. And 22 hit points. I don't like spellcasters. You know, generic MO of all games. Don't let the spellcasters cast spells. Can I shield myself with this ability, I wonder? Let's find out. Drink. What? So I'm dancing with the shield and on fire, beating drums, running around as a hobo with a temper. This is my kind of game.
On the side.
Oh, we're already channeling another ability. So while I have the fire, I can't use Lumbering Strike. I had no idea that's how that worked, so now I regret everything.
Yeah? Passing through.
Stand aside.
He used a mental attack to attempt to break my shield, but he didn't overpower it. Okay, we need to buff my little friend. Right in the noggin. Uh-oh. This time his mental attack is enough to break my channeling and cancel the fire shield. Okay, now I can channel the axe. He's gonna stand there dancing too, so that's perfect.
Ready when you are.
Sup?
Get out of my...
Amazing. Okay, this guy's gonna die this turn, or we're gonna die over here. Ergo, we go drink the Siggy, shield our doofus. Dance. Attack! The shield should block the entire... Oh, never mind. He went for me. I was gonna say the shield should block the entire arrow and heal him to full, but whatever. It's fine.
Away I
Whew.
go.
Amazing. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought we were going to die.
Heroic, weren't we?
Those sellsword trows said they was going to leave our bodies here, so it seemed we'd killed those men.
Ah, so they're setting the trow up.
We better leg it.
That was so much fun. Got a fancy green stick. And ooh, hello. Pick up cultist effects. How do you do it? I leave to you. But Skara Brae must stop thinking of trow as mischievous little good luck charms and start fearing them. They must hate them. As a reward for completing the mission, we get an extra action point per turn, or opportunity point as they call it in this game.
You see, Paladin, outcasts and trow killing honest citizens. They're all in it together. They want to kill us all.
Heathen trash. I'd better find some backup. I'll warn the harbor master.
Combat actions can be either free, require an opportunity point, or a spell point. A little bit more on that next time, though, because this is a perfect stopping point for the first episode. Anywho's, I'm very surprised that I am thoroughly enjoying this game. If you guys are interested in picking it up, again, links in the description. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again in the next episode. What? So I'm dancing with the shield and on fire, beating drums, running around as a hobo with a temper. This is my kind of game.